Hi, today we have with us Bryant Terry, the famous chef. He's got a book out, and I want y'all to know about this book here. Especially those folks over in East St. Louis, because you know, over at the Soul Food Cafe, y'all are not born again yet, but we're going to get you there because he has some recipes in here that I believe that's going to add value to your life. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Thank you.
I got a couple questions for you. Bryant, how did you get started? What inspired you to do this here? I know last night when I heard you speak, man, I was so turned on. Talk to me. Say a few words.
Well, what inspired me is primarily my family. You know, growing up in a family that valued good food, food that's grown by us, food that is cooked, you know, as soon as it's harvested, and just loving and nurturing food. You know, I think that it's ideal that people have food that's grown locally and organically, and you know, oftentimes people don't have those ideal circumstances. One thing I encourage people to do is to cook food at home and put, you know, just loving and mindful intention into it, because I think we do have the ability to, you know, transform food. So even if it's not organic or if it's not, you know, local and seasonal, I think, you know, the emphasis on cooking at home and just really focusing on just the goodness within the universe that can like come out of the food is something we should do. But you know, I always
in soul food. Well, I mean, you know, we got when we say soul food, y'all, it's all kind of grease, a lot of salt. I mean, come on. You mean to tell me there's some good recipes? I know I had that dish that you had last night, and it was off the hook. I got so excited. I said, boy, I got to figure out how to be able to put that in the restaurant. But really, I mean, you know, if we don't put grease and a lot of salt and sugar in it, it ain't real soul food.
But that's the misconception that people have, is that soul food, you know, they confuse the comfort foods of the larger cuisine, African American cuisine, with, you know, they like to make that the whole. And what I try to educate people about is that that's certainly a part of it, but African American cuisine, or soul food as it's popularly termed, is very complex, rich, diverse, uses lots of fresh, nutrient-dense greens and tubers and really good food. And I think that we have to, you know, look backwards and look at the African continent, where there were plant-based diets, and in the Caribbean, and many plant-based diets throughout the South, and just reclaim that as something that's a part of our cultural heritage and our foodways, and not seeing it as something outside of us, because you know, food is medicine. Food provides life and, you know, good health and well-being, and it's certainly not the be-all to end-all. You know, we have to have, like, you know, a positive outlook and physical activity, but I do think we should focus a lot on nurturing ourselves with good food, and our food, our cuisine has a history of, you know, really good nurturing food, and we need to reclaim that.
Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot because I know you got to go, and I got to go too. I got another meeting, but you got to come back. You got to come over to East St. Louis. You got to come to the Soul Food Cafe restaurant, and would you come do it? We'll try and get a lot of people out, and maybe have you come have a cookout or something, and really share with them another way of doing it, and maybe put it in the restaurant or something. Some of your recipes.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to do that?
I'd be happy to. You know, I know that you guys are working on the farmers market over there, and whenever you break ground, whenever you have the grand opening, I think it would be exciting to maybe collaborate and do some cooking demonstrations and just be out there, you know, motivating people to support the work and eat good food.
Now y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. We're going to hold him to it.
Visual contract.
A visual contract. His word is his bond. We're going to hold him to it. Get the book. It's in the bookstore. You need it. Hey, thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
All right.